In my heart and mind, I always return to Atlantic Island Park.
Hello everyone, this is Fantastic Worlds looking back to Lovecraft Country and the Secret World Legends, The Park, where we go through the backstory of the Atlantic Island Park and its effects on Ms. Lorraine and her son Callum. Now, we currently are still looking for Callum, but for some reason Lorraine was drawn to enter into a lover's lane that has a retelling of Hansel and Gretel that turns Hansel and Gretel into cannibals. Well, that kind of, Yeah, it's a happy ending to somebody, I'm sure. Anyway, so we're continuing our journey.
Now, sweetie.
Try to find... Where are you, little brat? Let's see.
Callum, tell Mommy where you are.
Well, okay, so Callum is now somehow whispering into our ear from a distance. Anyways, so yes, this episode was in fact unlocked. Hang on, let me get to the run mode here. By having 100 subscribers, and thank you very much for doing so and making this possible. But we've reached up to 109, and I have another idea for another treat later on if we get to 150. You see, there's a Lovecraftian game coming out called Lust from Beyond. Now, as you can probably guess from the title, it engages with eroticism and Lovecraft, and I am willing to play the free trailer at 150 subscribers. Oy. Okay, that was this thing over here, the blood-stained van, but we already read that note. Anyways, so yeah, if we can get to 150, I'll do it. I'll do it blind, and I will snark the hell out of it, okay? And, well, you'll be forced to watch it. So decide if that's worth the additional subscriptions. If you really want to see it, get your friends to help. God's health and safety. Ooh. For an older game that was kind of mid-tier when it came out, the graphics on this are delightful. Like I said, it nicely resembles the, oh, that's not a good sound. The creepy amusement park. When you have to calliope music, you're either going to have Pennywise or some other random demon. Whoa. Yeah, I forgot about that. Oh, this is actually a delightful scene here. We're gonna go on the Octatron, aren't we? The Octatron's kind of part of the mission in the Secret World Legends game when you go through the park in 2012, way after these events. But, and it certainly does not look like this, which kind of reinforces the idea that Lorraine is not in reality. Now, when you play the mission, there's one mission where you go to a kind of dark dream version of the park. Now, I'm thinking that that might be where Lorraine is right now, that she's currently in that. Now, when we go through it, it's nothing more but a skeletal framework.
This used to make the blood run to my head. Make me dizzy.
Ah, know it well, do we? Okay, we have an report here.
The guy just snapped. Those poor kids.
Oh, that's not good. Eyewitness report. Atlantic Island Park incident. Sheriff officer on duty. Sheriff F. Bannerman. Now, F. Bannerman is... Well, Sheriff Bannerman is the current Baron in the game, but sorry, sheriff in the game. But that's actually 2012 and the daughter of F. Bannerman. So yeah, this is Norm. What is her name? Forgotten, unfortunately. I keep referring to her as just the sheriff. But yeah, this is the father. Witness name, Norma Creed. Also a character in the game. She's a lovely old lady with a shotgun. Statement. We were waiting for our turn on the ride. Frank, me, and the boys... Not good sounds. The fellow in the chipmunk suit is making an ice carving while people took photographs. Lawrence wanted to go over to him, but I've always been wary of those suits. He gave me the creeps. It's silly, I know. Freddy Fazbear's would definitely make anybody scared of those things. Wonder if that's another Springlock type suit. That could really explain what went wrong with old Chad here. Anyways, the chipmunk man, he was carving and picking... I like how he doesn't have a name anymore. Carving and picking away the ice, but at first we thought he was making some animal, like a tiger or a lion, but more and more ice fell away, and we looked at it, it was like a human face, smiling out of that block of ice. But the more you looked at it, the more you saw there was something not quite right about the proportions, something unnatural made your heart begin to beat a little faster. For a witness statement, this guy's rather poetic. Like you were the prey and the thing in the ice was a hunter. Okay, so that's not ridiculous, because we are sitting on top of a massive nexus of dark energy. But frankly, possessing ice sculptures and killing people would be right up its alley. But then these teenagers walked up and made a face at the carving and said something rude to the guy in the chipmunk suit. And then he went berserk. For a few moments, it was chaos. Everyone was running from the guy. He was just one of the teenagers on the ground. He was stabbing with the ice pick, and the blood was spraying, and the keeper was screaming. And Frank and I had the kids, and we dragging them off as fast as we can. The last thing I saw before Frank dragged me away was that eyeball of one of those poor kids laying on the Alp sculpture, making the horrible creature look more or less alive. Hey, ooh, sorry about that. Blood sacrifice. Bring back. I'm sorry. The controls seem to be getting a little wonky here. Alright, my apologies on that little chaos, but ooh, nice stars. Where are we, Lorraine? Anyways, yes. Lorraine is not in her head, lost in a dreamland, and I think partially being controlled by the forces in the park. Alright, well, Lorraine, let's see what we got in this ride, shall we? Now, I'm sure we could just wander over and start the next part of the park, but what's the fun of going to an amusement park without going to the... Gotta ride the Octotron. Alright, let's give it a try.
I can't get on while it's moving.
Okay. Oh, okay. This looks like a puzzle. Well, decreasing speed... No, we don't want to increase... Lorraine!
Callum?
Work with me, Lorraine. Okay. Try this one more time. Well, even if we manage to decrease the speed, I guess that's off. How do we turn it back on? Why are we getting on the Octotron? Oh, you must be this high to be savaged by the psychotic forces of the universe.
I can't get on while it's moving.
Oh, come on. But... Oh, so we can keep doing it even though we don't have the controls. This is kind of rather simplistic. There's also the fact that I checked, by the way. This game takes place in roughly 1985, since Callum has to be at least 7 for this to be going on. And the park closed in 1980. So, yeah, this isn't reality. Alright, let's ride the Octotron. Now, in the game, the Octotron's just this kind of weird device that will smack around anybody who gets underneath of it, and you have to kill a bunch of zombies by it. I mean, if you just stay out of its path, it's kind of... Okay, Lorraine... Do you have a panic attack coming here? What's going on? Going a little faster, are we? Whoa. Wait, was there somebody in that? Dude, Mr. Winters, are you at the controls again? Okay, so panic attack. Yeah, this isn't good. I think I saw somebody in that booth, but it's hard for me to tell. It's going by so quickly with her panic emotes going here. Okay, so that was fun. Why did we do that? I probably missed something. I wonder if I went over here and looked if I'd see Chad. Kept looking the wrong direction. Oh, is that Cthulhu over there? In the middle? Right. Let's do something weird. Let's try it again. Alright, where's the controls? Alright. So we'll ride the Octotron, and I'll look at the center this time. Alright, let's see if there's anything up here. Oh, that thing is ugly. Yeah, that's about a Spawn of Cthulhu type of thing going here. Now, normally I'd say that she's crazy just going once on the ride, but hey, you get exposed to something, you get less and less frightened of it. But, yeah, there's a dude in there. That's good old Nathaniel Winters. You know, previous job of being Max Schreck in Batman 2. Hey, the Tim Burton Batmans are severely underrated. I'm serious. I mean, I thought they were corny at the time, and I thought that the Nolanverse version was really awesome, but then just kind of wore on me, and I realized that Batman needs to be fun. That's what I think most people are missing in the current generation. Batman was fun. He was this happy-go-lucky. It's kind of like a Dick Grayson version, better than the current DC continuity when he takes over from Bruce, because he just knows how to have cheerful fun with colorful villains. Speaking of colorful villains, where is Winter? All right, Lorraine, we'll spare you the... Ooh, skin knee. Did we get that by falling down or something? Probably a little stutter here with the... there we go. With the mouse. I do apologize if it's becoming a problem. Due to the fact it's like a... Am I glitched? Am I glitched? I'm glitched, aren't I? Hang on. Okay, so one quick tweak of the time-space continuum when you manage to get off that thing, which I'm kind of glad about. Ooh, we have a Polaroid here. Didn't see that before. Alright, what do we...
I remember this.
Oh, got an achievement for finding it. This looks so Silent Hill. God, Callum is... Why do we keep saying Callum's having fun here? This is not a face that says I'm having fun, nor is this one. Let's see, me and Callum, I was kind of hoping they would show something on the other side, but yeah, we're not in reality. Because what are the odds? I think this is the way we go, right? Okay. What? Yeah, because there's the booth. What? So let's double check. I want to make sure we haven't forgotten. Is there anything else on a bench that we're missing? Getting kicked over. A little bit of vandalism. You know how it goes. Kind of silly way to run there, Lorraine. The protagonists you get stuck with in horror games. Majority of them don't have the sense to get out of the rain. Okay, so this is the way we came, and you're telling me that there's actually 2 exits from here? Right, so which way do we want to go? Oh, there's a map over on that end. We'll check that one out first. Now, I'm going to try something if I can master the technology to prove that we're not at the same location. Yeah, there's nobody in there now. We're currently...
Treachery hides in thoughts. Treachery that lashes like a whip and scars our insides.
Oh, she's a poet too.
The first time I saw Callum, my thoughts betrayed me. I looked down at this wrinkled, red, bawling thing and I thought, is that it? We build our world from expectations, and the world that I had built for Callum was no different. He was so real, so there, and so far from my expectations. And they shattered, and as they fell in pieces, that one treacherous thought became a new foundation. All of the love that we shared, all of the warmth and goodness that followed, built on a single traitorous thought.
Okay, that's a little more than I needed. Thanks, Lorraine. Oof. Now, postpartum depression is a real thing, and that's primarily what she's describing. Motherhood is built up out of a major expectation for women that it is the number one thing. It is what they are geared for. It's what they should make them happy. And if they don't get it, they often fall into depression because some people, they aren't meant for motherhood. Or fatherhood for that matter. Trying to force everybody into that role can have tragic results. But yeah, you can understand why he's not looking happy in that photograph. I'm guessing that Lorraine's not the best mother. God, it's like Silent Hill 2 again, where I'm playing a protagonist that I have issues with. Anyways, if I can master the technology, I'm going to hover the map from the Secret World Legends on the left here, briefly. And you can take a look at the differences in the map. You'll notice that things like the Tale of Tunnels don't exist, and everything else is in a different place. So, obviously, and there's no internal lakes or of any sort, and it's much smaller. So, yeah, I was going to do that. Now, looking at the map here, I'm going to go with the Ferris wheel. We're going to take the outside and then come back in through the bumper cars and get over to the House of Horrors. Because, yeah, let's do this in a circle. Usually people like circles in their games. You know, I'm guessing that since this is the Dream Realm, Winters is projecting the park as he wanted it to be. Because it's kind of trashier in this in the real world. But if you have the power of the dream... Oh, well, this happened. I guess we're not going this way. What do we got?
Frustrated by the plan seem incomplete. I know as well as anybody the rules of the game can be changed with enough money. But no matter how much money talks, it can't conjure up missing plans from thin air. I tried contacting the organization that sold me these plans, and they are stonewalling me.
That would be... Oh, God. Not Oriachi. Their predecessors, the Phoenicians. The fourth faction that is really in it for the money. And that usually ends up being bit as hard as Oriachi as a result.
Every contact I had, every meeting place I'd ever watched just swept bare. I have a sinking feeling that I've been swindled. We've gone ahead with what we could find in the plans regarding this thing, the harvesting machines, the transport mechanisms. I had that necklace named there for something cute for the day I opened the park. They'll be rides after all.
Ah. Right. I gotta remember that. Anyways, so yeah, Nicholas is his son, who is a character you actually meet in the game. He's the quest giver for the park, with one exception of John Boone having a park-related mission. But yeah, he's the one who knows the dark secret. He doesn't know the dark secret, but the harvesting machines. Now that's one of the major plot points. What they're harvesting from. Now I guess since.
Come out, sweetie.
All right, he's not going to give us a clue, so I guess we're here where we're supposed to be. And these. I don't know what these. Oh, that's not good. Wait. Was that a. That's a body in there? Oh. I'm guessing this is not the inspection report from the the New York City Health Department, which would be scathing, I believe. Ah! Dude!
Hello?
Hey, you cheated me out of the damn thing.
Where did you go?
Oh, god damn it. I missed... Oh, hang on. Let me try... We got our jump scare here. Let me see if I can get that, what we're supposed to have read. Okay, so let's try that again. Yeah, the jump scare will hopefully still be there. Okay. This time around... Okay, I'm going to read this straight up, okay? I know, just remember, dead people. Dead people writing, just wrong. I thought working in a park for a summer would be a lot of fun. At the end of the season here really drags. There aren't that many tourists around, and most of the staff spend their days standing around gossiping, and most of the gossip is about Chad. Oh, Chad the psycho killer, huh? I mean Steve. See, even I'm starting to call him Chad, and I went to school with the guy. It's that goddamn suit. It was beginning as a laugh. Steve, the local lush, is Chad the chipmunk, child-friendly mascot at Atlantic Island Park. Lock up your daughters and all of that. But the more he wears that suit, the weirder Steve is getting. At first it was little things, like refusing to change out of it after work and taking it home with it every night. Well, that's probably not a good thing. It is, after all, Park property. And then I saw Susie's diner, still wearing it, and it wasn't even a work day. Some of the staff complained discreetly to park management. Imagine they get a lot of complaints. And... and I saw him walking and talking with Mr. Winter, the owner. Oh yeah, Max, one day. But nothing seems to have changed. The suit still smells like a carcass whenever Steve walks by. And apparently Steve has picked up some new skills since last time I saw him, puking up in a gutter outside the cycle station, because he sure as hell can carve a mean ice sculpture. Those shapes you make in the S, though, they give me the creeps. Steve came by the booth today, lucky me. He just hung around a while. I couldn't really tell because of the suit, but it seemed like he was just staring at me, like he wasn't a goddamn ride. Sizing me up, fucking me. Whatever he was doing. I asked him what he wanted, he just stood there not saying anything. Eventually I called my supervisor and he came by. Chad, Steve wandered off. My supervisor told me to put everything in writing, so here it is. Also, I quit. I can understand that. I don't want to see that chipmunk suit ever again. But it means you can't be at, go to the diner either. This is not... Okay. Yeah, let's do it again. Ah! Susie! No, not Susie. Okay, so... In the game, the park's overrun by zombies when it's got full apocalypse mode, but apparently the zombies just, have a chilling thing here. Hang on, are you still there? Yeah, I associate the, kind of whoa thing. Is when she's having the, shall we say, episodes. The reality episodes. Oh, Cthulhu bird. Great. Nothing there. That's not creepy. Would you take your kids to see this? Seriously. Okay. Bumper cars. Oh, nothing could go wrong with them. Nothing at all. I suppose we should get this over with.
Constant crashes and 80s music. Guess it floats someone's boat.
You'd be surprised. Bumper cars. So we're going to have to go back to the Ferris wheel from the roller coaster? Because the bridge was gone. Alright. Let's check this one out. I'm sure we'll get run over by something. I'm looking for any reports whatsoever. Oh, yeah.
Where are you?
And my son. I should probably put some priorities into that. But yeah, as you can see, it becomes the illusion that the park is still functional is fading. All right, actually, I don't want to get on these things. I'm pretty sure they'll come to life and crush me to death. Okay, anything else? Ooh, we got a back door there. I can use that to get to the next thing. The roller coaster, I think. Okay, so I guess... Alright, let's look for a report or something. There's got to be something. I mean, people didn't make all of these freaking models and such just to look, take up space. Are you here? Are you here? Are you here? Are you here? Okay. Oh, what is this? Huh. Guess they did. I mean, they have one in the park itself in the game, I guess. Oh, wait. We gotta turn it on, don't we? Oh, wait, there's no controls. Huh. Okay. Cool. Let's get over to the Ferris wheel, I guess. Just seems weird. Kind of waiting for a prompt or something to show up. I guess... Oh, wait, there's one on over there, isn't there? Alright, accident report. Let's do this. Oh, the shakes. What the heck is that supposed to mean? Employee name Francis Dufresne, which is... Oh, Danny's brother? Or maybe it's a more Dufresnes than ones. Danny Dufresne is, of course, a character in the main game. Time and date of the accident, 25th October, 1976. Okay, that's... Okay. Labor working on the crane. Richard Stapleton is supervisor. Lawrence Creed, Miles Edgeworth. Description of accident incident. During the transport of bumper cars into the arena, one of the straps connecting the load to the truck came in untied, causing a cascade of bumper cars onto Francis, who was standing directly behind, directing the driver. Francis was crushed by the weight of the cars. Francis was described any injuries caused. Francis was killed. Did the injured employee find a doctor? Yes, but he's dead. So... Technically, the coroner is a doctor, yeah. So you file the employee portions of the workers' compensation form. Gods. Dexter, the truck driver, claims to have seen someone on the back of the load undoing the straps. No one else has reported seeing that. The sheriff has requested that Dexter provide them with a urine sample. What could be done to prevent this accident? Double-checking the straps if a transit be mandatory with drug screening for all drivers. Have the unsafe conditions been corrected? No, of course they haven't. Local laborers are very superstitious, and this has some of them refusing to return to work until they have someone from the local church walk back and exorcise the spirits. Oh wait, we could have done that. Anyways. Okay. Whoa! What's going on here? We should move now. I can't move. Ah! You little son of a bitch. What the heck? Hey. I'm gonna go check it out. Why do they have headlights? I mean, these things shouldn't be operating at night. Oi. Ooh, did we do it? Yes, Lorraine has a shadow. Kudos to the developers on that one. You won't believe how many vampires and ghosts they have running these games. Wow. Okay. So, yeah. That happened. I'm wondering if that means we're supposed to go this way. I'm not even sure where that goes. Alright, let's... Oh, wait. I was running to oh, that's right. It must have smashed through here and opened the way. So it is an unlock, so to speak. Alright, what's up here? Just... Better be something... Ooh.
It's a matter of public record that I am a failure as a mother. Once, when Callum was very small, I left him asleep in the car while I ran an errand. Don't even remember what it was. When I came back, the sheriff was standing next to the car, watching my boy through the window. I didn't like what I saw in his eyes. Judgment. He wrote me the ticket without saying a word. Just the scratch of his pen on the notepad. When he gave it to me, our eyes met. I know what you're going through. My daughter, Helen, she just gets some help. Help was a bolt of lightning. Help was 1,000 volts surging through my veins. Help is agony. I'd rather die. I wanted to scream. I'd rather you pulled your gun and shot me. But instead my mouth said, "Yes, Sheriff."
Okay, there's a delightful little part of Lorraine's past. Apparently, yeah, what she's describing is electroshock therapy, EST, which is now considered to be utterly barbaric, but in the 1980s it was perfectly alright for somebody to put 1,000 volts to their head to try to fix them. So yeah, so her psychiatrist must have... Ooh, it's getting loud here. Her psychiatrist... why do I have to read next to all this sound? Her psychiatrist must have decided the best way to help her is to use electroshock therapy to cure depression. Now, they were using drugs, they were using a lot of strange shit in the asylums. They were shocking people, they were putting probes in their head, they were cutting pieces off. Ooh, God, the 1980s was a terrible time. And then Reagan shut down all the asylums and threw them out into the street. So there's that. Alright.
Continuously displayed but delayed by the incompetence of the builders. The problem is that they are locals, so they believe a lot of rumors about what Old Man Henderson used to do here. They grew up on those tales.
Seriously, in the 1980s, did anybody who was even around in the 80s and 90s have anybody tell them local tales? I mean, really? It's not that kind of died out in the 60s and 70s, but...
Every time a bolt comes loose or a wrench goes missing, those fools are crossing themselves against the black magic. Of course, this is why I chose this site all over potentials. Solomon Island is a nexus for dark energies, and the thought of all that power just dissipating the earth there, it makes my skin crawl. I called in a few favors back to Brooklyn and sought somebody at the local academy to see if there are any interesting books about local history. Turns out they do, and turns out Old Man Henderson has some pretty strong connections to the Brooklyn crowd. Perhaps something he wrote will help me find the pieces of the plan that I'm missing.
Alright, so... Old Man Winters had an incomplete black occult device that he was upset about and looking for the missing parts. Okay, back to running. Seriously, why don't you auto-run, Lorraine? Yeah, this looks safe. Okay, let's see what this is. But yeah, Lorraine is obviously not mentally stable before she came to the mind-altering park. Oh, we can cut through here. Creepy little faces. But this is actually in the game. There we go. In the game, this is... we got this thing again. Okay, we're going to decrease speed. What I should have done, the Octatron, I should have just ratcheted that thing up maximum speed. I'm going to do that if we're done here. Alright, in the game, the actual nexus point to get into the hell dimension is, in fact, the Ferris wheel. You can't even access it the first mission, it has to be the second mission when you kind of tuned yourself to it. Alright, let's light this thing. Well, it should give us a good view at least, right? Okay, let's see if we've got any eyeballs here and something really nasty. Now, the thing is, Lorraine's actions here make no sense in a logical world, but we're not there. We're trapped in some dark dream created by Nathaniel Winters for some yet unknown specified reason. Hey, that's the Blue Mountain. Or is that the Blue Mountain? Seriously.
People come into your life for a reason. Dad used to say that before Mom ran off. After that, he mostly just drank.
Getting depressed.
Things were different for Don and I. When we met,
Don?
I was sweeping the floor at Susie's diner. He came in with some workers, but he didn't try to flirt or cop a feel like the others. He just ordered a coffee and sat there, watching me. When my shift was over, he offered to walk me home.
A little creepy.
I don't know how to describe that walk. We talked and laughed and eventually kissed.
Don't look down.
It felt like love. It felt like a fairy tale.
Well, it's that.
I can't tell you if Callum was made that night or one of the ones that followed. But I think it has to be that night. That one perfect night. Don and I moved in together, but then, well, he died. According to the supervisor, his safety harness failed when he was working on the top of the Ferris wheel. Don was there one moment, and then gone. Sometimes people leave your life for no reason. I was 3 months pregnant with Callum. Fairy tale fucking over.
That was romantic. And we're sitting on the device that killed him. Why do you want to tell me... Alright, hold on a second. Things are getting confusing. Assuming the timetable is identical... Of course, she has to jump out, but hey. Are you in there again? Do I see you? Do I see you? Can I see anything here? Yeah, I see you, son of a bitch. At least he's being nice and letting us off. You have to admit, not most personifications of the supernatural evil are that polite. But yeah, Dawn. As you noticed before, this place had a lot of accidents. The last 3 things have been about it. And what must have happened with Dawn is that he also got caught up in the dark energies after all. Or, as I like to think, Chad was running around, you know, unfastening things. I mean, let's face it, we know that Chad's the figure that unfastened the bumper car strap and killed that guy, so he must have killed this guy too. So Chad is being possessed by the evil of the park. You can see we've got both the Ferris wheel and the bumper cars going. We've got the roller coaster in the sideshow alley. Now, I'm probably going to call the episode here.
Stay where you are!
Right, we're nowhere near the kid. I'm going to call the episode here, and I hope you had a little fun going through the backstory of the Atlantic Island Park and Mr. Winters, because I don't think it's going to have a happy ending in any way. The thing is that Winters, as we know from the game, created a collection device here, and what it's collecting from the people arriving is probably not a good thing, and Lorraine is caught up in that device. Now, in the 3rd mission, Gravity, of the main mission, you find out that the device wants people. You actually have to save Nathaniel Winter. No, sorry. I gotta remember which one. The son, who at the time is probably the same age as when Winter did this one, from being sucked in because the machine recognizes DNA. But even with that mission, it's kind of apparent that the person who's actually in charge here is not Mr. Winter, it's the device. Whatever device he built is controlling him, and it's hungry, and now has Lorraine and her son. We're going to see how that story ends. Maybe not next episode, probably the episode after that. So for now, this is Fantastic World saying farewell from Lovecraft Country and the Secret World Legends, the park. And I'll see you next time. If you like this, like, share, subscribe. If you really like it, subscribe if you want that bonus episode. And if you really like it, there's links down below. You can help me try to expand the channel a bit by subscribing to the Gumroad payment platform. And a $2 donation gets you early access to videos. And with that, I'll see you next time.